Yo, what's going on? What's going on? I'm back with another stream today, and honestly, I have no idea what we're doing today. But we're working on a house, I mean, as always, but I don't know. Let's just get into it. Let's just start working on stuff. Between the last stream and now, I barely worked on it, maybe like 2 hours, because I'm trying to mostly keep the development on stream so it can be documented. But yeah, today we have a few things in mind. But let me show you what I did between like the 2 hours that I just after the stream ended that I just worked on a little bit. So let's start the back end. I accidentally left my computer on for two days, and then Mr. Hacks was online for 2 days, so that was pretty crazy. Anyways. Oh, no, I didn't even set my phone up so I can read the chat. Let me do that real quick. It's helpful to read the chat in case anyone joins in the chat. But yeah, I have two ideas today. I'll explain them in a moment here. Also, I'm gonna have a little bit of music on the stream. Hopefully that makes it more enjoyable. Okay, good, we're live, we're live. Oh, that is loud. Okay. Let me explain what we're doing today. Actually, I'm gonna just show you this first. Firefox. Oh, I know. I forgot one. We're not doing Firefox no more. We're going on just... Hold on. We're just doing Chrome guest mode. Because I figured out that leaks a lot less. Okay. I found out if I just stay on guest mode, I don't leak everything. So. Anyway, so I got the scaling to actually work. I figured it out, I think. It was simpler than I thought. But yeah. Let's try this out. If I join the house, this probably won't work first try, but we'll see. Oh, number lock. Every time I turn my computer off, the number lock turns off too. Okay. Link, open overlay. So we can go full screen with this. It's pretty crazy. Hey, there we go. Okay, it's already working. So yeah, we can use the arrow item, and we can go look around. And look, I made it. You can click the new button and click on, clicking with my mouse. I only have one, like, what's called packet channel right now, so if I click too fast, it won't register. I need to add more packet channel. Also need to add some rate limiting for when we actually make the game. Check this out. I made it so it plays a fart. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. Okay, you can see on the, I can even point to it. Food, wood, stone, ores. I got the scaling for all this to work. I even got the vertical centering like that, so. But we haven't fully gone through all of this code yet, especially container class that we generated with Cloud last time. I like half understand this. Like the cross access stuff. I don't even know. I guess it makes sense, but yeah, I wanted to I had a few ideas. I want to actually do some housing code today, because I'm not very good at that, actually, coding in HTSL. So I want to mess around with that a little bit. And hopefully I can learn. Luckily we have our meta HTSL up and ready, so it should be pretty easy. I want to make like a basic, I don't know, we could do a basic countdown. That would be really easy though. For like the game starting. I don't know. I also wanted to work on like the game start GUI. It's gonna be pretty cool. I want to have a little keyboard. The player can type in what they want the name of their team to be. Like using the arrow, this, they can click and type it using the buttons. Oh, it's on mute.
Here we go.
Pretty cool. So yeah, I want to make a little keyboard, and then hopefully by the end of the stream, it might take a while. I wanted to stream earlier, but I didn't. But this might take a few hours, but I want to be able to get data from the bot in-game. And I was at work yesterday and the day before. I was thinking about how could I make it so we could get data from the bot in-game, and I came up with 2 clever solutions, but they're gonna take a little bit of coding to do, and yeah, if those work, we should be able to get 6 bits like at least per second, which is like really slow. 6 bits per second is terrible speeds, but it doesn't require the bot to send commands, so. But there's a chance we could get it faster than that, like closer to whatever the bot's ping is, or 1 second divided by 2 times the bot's ping times 6. So like the bot's ping is 100 milliseconds, it would be 5 times 6, so 30 bits per second. That's more acceptable for a game like this, even though that's still very low, I'm gonna be honest, but yeah. We should be able to ID a player with like 6 bits, because 2 to the power of 6 is 32, and we could just set the max house players to 32. I don't think that would be an issue. Like 32 is a great max amount for a game like this. Even less, even like 20, 25, but yeah, 32. We can index a player, and then we're probably gonna have like several bot to housing packets. So we need to ID a packet, so that's probably gonna be like 5 bits at least, so like 16 various packets. Yeah, I want to get that working. My idea for that, let me show you. And I haven't even tested this out, so we're about to find out if this even works, but I'll do it on an action pad. Say the bot, say we want to send the bits, let's see here. Let me drag this over. Say we don't want to send, okay, we have 6 bits to work with. Let's send the number, let's send these 2 and the last one. What would that be? Like 32 is 16, and we have like 49. So you want to send the number 49, right? Well, it's very simple. All we gotta do is make the bot use this packet. What's it called? Creative Minecraft creative inventory slot packet. basically the packet that gets sent in creative mode that says, hey, I want this item, put this item in my inventory. And if the player's in creative mode, it gives them the item. So we do it with stone, because that's like the most basic. That's item ID 1. We say, just give me 49 stone. And that would be from the save. It would be like, imagine we have 49 in here, like something with 49. We take in the 49 stone. So let me do that. It's kind of broken right now in housing. Like, see, that's 49 right there. Our 2 halves and then the 1. We say conditional. Also, there's a chance we could get this up to 7 bits. Right now, only a stack will allow for 6 bits, but yeah. We say has item. We say, okay, actually, we need to do this. We gotta get our stone again. We got half it until it gets to 1. Like that. And we also gotta get a stack of it. Okay, so we say if player has 49 stone, and if they have equal or greater amount of 64 stone, and they can check anywhere. Could even, I think we could even do a specific slot. Just kidding. I don't think we can do that. Interesting. I thought you could do that. Anyways. If they have 64. Wait. I don't know anything about this. Yeah, they have 64. Oh, a bit of a lag spike. Then we just change the variable. It would be global. Wait, would it be? No, I think we could do it on the player because it's only running on the buff. We say this is like the buffer in. I guess we could call it. We'll just call it buffer. Increment by 64, which would be. Oh wait, I guess it would be like. No, 63. Yeah. Wait, let me think about this. Yeah, 63. That'll be all the bits set. And then no, not give item. So changes the variable, and then we gotta remove 64 stone. And yes, it does work like that, I think. And now we can just copy these. Paste, 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 paste. One for each bit that we're reading. And we just go here and we say, if they have 32 stone, equal or greater amount, come in here, increment buffer by we could do a bitwise and as well, but this is simple. Increment by 31, right? Because 31 would be. Oh wait, no, we might. I'm still doing this. If they have 32, then we want to increment by just the 1 bit, which is 32. And if they have the full 63, we say Yeah, we gotta set just the 1 bit. So, yeah. Well, let me fix that. Increment by 32. I think that might be wrong. Anyways, we just keep going down that chain. As item 16 stone. If so, we also, I just realized I made a mistake earlier, so let's go back and fix that. We gotta remove that specific number of stone, so otherwise it will just remove all 4 stone. Remove 32 stone. It's pretty basic, it's not that many actions. And we're able to scale this up, we're able to do more items than just stone. We could do like, we could add the next block, which is stone with, which is like andesite or something. Or diorite, I don't know. I think it's the pink one. Anyways, increment buffer by 8. And remove 8 stone. And we just keep doing it for every bit. I think we're on this one now. Oh, just kidding, we just did that. So increment by 4. And then give them, remove 4 stone. I guess, wait, we might not need the first 64 one. So I'm actually going to shift left click to move this to the end. This will just be 1 stone. If they have 1 stone, set the last bit by adding 1 and removing 1 stone. And then this is our last one, 2 stone. So I think this should work once we do this last one. Okay. Oh. Yeah. 2 stone. Okay. So let's take all of what we have here. You can see it was 49 we wanted to test for. So let's see if this sets the player buffer variable to 49. So we have 49 stone. All we gotta do is walk over this. It takes away all of our stone. And now let's read the variable. List, I'm gonna do this. Buffer 49, look at that. And then let's test some other stuff out. Let's test the bounds. So I'll set buffer back to 0. Let's grab 1 stone. This should be pretty simple. Buffer is 1. Very nice. Set buffer to 0. Let's grab a stack of stone. This should set it to 64. Oh, we have 1 stone only, so there's definitely an issue there. Okay, let's set it to 63. No, I think that's right. Because all 1s is 63, right? I believe, yeah. Actually, that might be capped. Hold on. We say 32 plus 16 plus 8 plus 4 plus 2 plus 1. What is that? 48, 56, 60. Yeah, it's 63. Okay. Okay, no, that's right. So the max is 63. Unless we... If we... We might want to add 1 to all of them, because if we wanted to read in 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, then we still want to signify that somehow, so we might want to add 1 to everything. Because then 1 stone could be our 0. It depends on how we want the bot to read in data. I think we're gonna have several variables called like buffer 1, buffer 2, right, all the way up to how many bits we want, like the largest packet size we want, and then those could each be a different item. How do we want to do this? I guess it could... And once all the buffers are red, we could combine them all into one. Right, because the bot might not... It might not... The packets might not all get sent to the server at once, and then the server might not send them all back at once. So if we... Give it like stone. I don't know. To think about this for a sec. How do I remember that? So we read in... Okay, what if we said -1 is considered... It's not set to anything. Zeros... Oh, it's gonna be difficult. So how would we do negative numbers? We have to implement our own negative. Actually, I don't think... No, we'll worry about that later, but... So, 1 stone equals all zeros. Because when it sends the stone, it needs to say that specific... It needs something to signify it's all zeros, and then we say 2 stones. What's that? Let me sign in to Copilot. Let me sign in real quick. Oh dear. It's making me do password. Hold on. One second. Okay, we're good, we're good. We're signed in. Okay. There we go. So. Shout out for one person who clicked in view. 2 stone, 4 stone. That's those 2. 8 stone, 63. 16, 32. And finally 64 stone. I think we could go all the way up to 127. Maybe, I don't know. Anyways. and -1. No, when it's -1 when -1 means if the variable is if the var is -1, that means waiting for data. How do I close this chat? Go full screen? Wait, why can't I close the chat? Oh, there we go. Okay. If var is -1, it means waiting for data. I guess we don't have to. If the packets were variable sized, right? Like we could have a packet as small as just a few. It could literally be one block import. It could be like one Minecraft creative set slot packet, and then it could bring in like these first 5 bits would, or like these first 30. Maybe we could do in 4. Because 4 would give us up to what, 15? 15 various packets, and then the last 2 could be the data in the packet. And one of the packets could literally just be like a boolean to set in the game, or something like that. Or it could just be like the kick all players packet. I don't know. But if we did that, we would only need to import like one stone. We'd only need to import like one stack into one slot. We wouldn't need to do multiple types of stone. Because then the next one, diorite. Same thing with the diorite, except this would be in the next buffer. So this is var.player / buffer dot wait, I guess words for data coming in farms. Payload input incoming. We just call this like buffer in 1. And then this would be buffer in 2. And then once they're all red, so they're when all aren't -1, all are red, then we could read it bit by bit. We could read it all into one big, like 64-bit packet or more. Yeah. Or we could just use them as they are. So we wanted to do a packet. Say this could be packet 1. here to here is the packet ID. And then let's say ID 1.
I don't know what you want.
2, 3, 4.
Let's have a bit of fun till I downfall. My love, if you feel
We'll just do 3 for now. And we say
don't say you're on the run.
this first 4 are the packet ID. And then we could use the next 5, which would give us 32 bits. Oh no, this would actually give us 16 packet IDs, 0 through 15. And this would give us... I'm gonna use underscores to denote like the splits in reading the splits in the data in the packet, and then commas are the splits in the buffers. And we say the next 5 are the player ID. Player ID. This could be like for the... We could just call this... set player team packet. Right? Set player team packet. Packet ID is... This could be like the... Just call it, it's the 5th packet. Set player ID and then set the player with the ID. I don't know, what is this? 3 plus 8. Set the 11th player. I don't know, my math's probably wrong. 1 plus 2 plus 8. Yeah, 11th player. Set their team to, and the rest of the data can just be disregarded. We'll use a hyphen to denote that. And then there's 8 teams, so we only need... I guess we could say XX, so not being used. And then that would give us 8, right? The 18. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. I need a refresher on binary. Yeah, those, yeah, yep. So yeah, those are the 8 teams. 0 through 7. So this could... Team ID. So for setting the player team, we say, oh, I don't know why I'm yawning again. When I talk normally, like not on stream, I never yawn, but I yawn on stream a lot. I don't know why. I'm always so tired on stream. Let me check. I don't know why I'm always so tired on stream. So for this, it would be... Oh wait, we did this wrong. 1, 2. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Oh wait, we did this wrong. Hopefully. If we clutch, co-pilot will. Yeah. So for this, if we want to send this specific packet, sorry if I zoomed out too much, we would send the give player 32
Exaggerated, that's what you
plus 8
assume.
plus 1.
The story's
So
over
give player
now,
41.
I must conclude.
Oh, just kidding. It would be.
I am conflicted, watching where
Wait,
I
yeah, that's right.
stand
That's right.
still, hanging in the balance
32 plus
of the
8
life I
plus
want
1.
to live. I want to take it all,
Just kidding.
standing tall.
Plus 2.
Fear outweighed the person you
Because this last. If we want to set this last one, it's 2. Okay, that's.
break out, I've
Yeah,
got to
yeah.
see.
We want to set the second, the third,
Holding all of it closely.
the fourth,
Played it in a
fifth.
sense, a feel of discontent. I'm
Or it might be backward. It might be.
fearless.
No, that's right. That's good. We can play at 41. This will all be abstracted, so I don't have to think about all this when I'm actually writing the packet. I would just say it would be abstracted so much we could just say register packet like how we did on this register server bound packet, and then it would be like just like this, so very similar. Housing games protocol register housebound packet. It would be the 5th packet. Player team set team packet, and then over here housebound packet would be player set team. Player ID would be like, I don't know, return player set team packet, the player ID and the team ID, and then these would have checks in. I think. Or no, I guess it wouldn't be like this. We'd build it from, it'd have a constructor like here. Team ID, check for valid player ID and team ID, and then we could actually do logic here, or probably before we make the packet would be the logic. It would just be abstracted nicely like this. Yes. And then, let me get rid of the errors real quick. I'm just gonna set these to N. These will just be basic numbers. We could add Zod checking as well in here, but or like somewhere. Set the player and team ID. And I don't know here if we would have like a send or a way to send it. We have another class somewhere to send the packet by importing the item, or by checking for bot in creative mode and importing the items. So we check, because we're doing the creative mode packets, I want to check if they're in creative mode. and then import the items, and then it would do the math. I guess housebound packet would have like the method for converting the data in the packet to binary. So it'd be like I don't know. It would convert to binary and then convert it to the blocks we need and the number that we need. So give player 41 stone for ID, what was it again? 40. Oh wait, I guess. Wait, hold up. No, team ID only needed to be. Okay, wait, player ID is 4 bits. 2 to the power 4 is 16. Oh no, that's packet ID. My bad. Packet ID. Give player 41 stone. Oh yeah, 41 stone means this first buffer of 6 bits, which is like the packet ID and half of the player ID. And then we give player give player 41 stone and 48 diorite. And that just results in setting the team. If we set like 49 diorites, sets player to team, sets player, translates to packet with ID 5. Oh, it's 5. And player ID with player ID what would the player ID be? 16. It would be this little chunk here. We already did the math. It'd be 11 with player ID 11, setting them to team 1. Or yeah, team 1, and then there's team 0. See, for that we would only need to import. We would only need to send 2 of the creative packets. All the data fits in only 2 chunks here. We can just straight up remove that, but if it did get cut off, we would just, those bits would be disregarded. Okay, I think we're cooking something up here. It might be worth, I guess, how about let's do this. Let's code the meta HTSL for reading into buffers. And I guess we could call that, if these are packets going out, the slot index, and we need to call this in packet in. Or we just need to straight up change the name of these two. This is a packet. This is a bot-bound packet, so a BB packet versus a housebound HB packet. It's going to that house. So let's cook this up. Let's write this in meta HTSL. We did a little bit of thinking of how it's going to work. I think it's good. I guess we didn't think of the part, how is the house actually going to parse this variable and this variable across the little barriers we defined here. I guess we'll just have a function called like parse function go to what is it? Does it go to function? Is that how these work? Oh yeah, go to function parse player set team packet. That might be too long. I think that's too long of a name. Anyways. I think we would just read it bit by bit. It'd probably be helpful if we combine it all into one variable. Alright, first we need to... Okay, wait. We need a function before that. If we have our packet function send packet and read packet, we would need go to function read housebound, or we could put up here, prefix it with HB, housebound read packet, read packet 1. And then this is just every four ticks. And then we can only do a maximum of these. I'll just do it every 4 ticks for now. I keep it simple. And do the first. This is a really simple operation here. It would just be and, or I guess it'd be housebound dot packet, or what did we call it up here again? Packet slot index ID arg1 2 3 4. Okay. So these are bot-bound packets with IDs and arguments. I guess maybe a better way to do this could be... Holy, the music is... Well, my phone is tilted. Rather... Oh, it's loud? Crap. Okay, let me fix that. I didn't even check. Oh yeah, that looks loud. And my voice seems about equal with it. But yeah, let me turn that down for sure. Let me turn that. I'll just turn down there. Okay. I guess I could hear it on my phone. How loud is it? When I talk? Test. Oh yeah, that is really loud. My bad. I'll just mute it for now. I'll just turn it off for now. Still a little bit too much. I'll just turn it off for now. NCS music anyway. Anyways, housebound packet. Go to function housebound.read packet 1. Yes. All right, let me go up here again. We called this read packet already. I guess that is what it's doing. It's reading it from the global stat and then sending it to the bot. But if we did, I don't know. I'll change that later. But housebound read packet 1. So we want this to be housebound dot packet dot this would just be the first buffer. Packet buff 1. That's kind of a terrible name. Okay, packet buff 1. We just need to do an AND operation with binary 1 1 1 1 0 0. And then that will give us, and then wait, no. We need to do that. And then we need, actually we technically don't need a bit shift it if we want to save in some actions and save a bit of performance. So yeah, we don't need a bit shift it. We'll just, we'll bit shift the hard-coded part. So now we'll say, so we'll set this to var.player slash packet ID. This is on the bot only. Now we say if packet ID is equal to the number 5, it would be the number 5 shifted to the left. I think that's how we do that. Just kidding. Oh yeah, 2 to the left. Then we would say we could probably just read all the data in the if statement here. Or no, I guess we would want to first have all the packet data up here all in one variable. So var.player slash packet dot data. We AND that with the last 2 bits of the first item. Then we shift that. R shift, just kidding. Left shift by 6. And then we AND that with, wait. I think we OR that with, these would both be ORs. Yes. I think this would be an OR as well. Wait, no. Wait. Wait, yeah, and... Okay, this gets... No, these are all and. My bad, my bad. Wait. Yeah, that's right, I think. Packet buff 2, and with that, and then L shift, and just repeat this step as many times as we want, and that would be actually ending with the 6 bits. I think that's what we need. Let me look at the advanced operations. Bitwise and. I think it's correct. And we'll just do that like for as many as we need up to 64 bits. I think we can do 128 actually. Hold on, let me let my dog out. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, where were we? Oh yeah, I was gonna about to test if you can set 124 bits. That's a really big number. Oh, it says it's a string. Hold on. If we could do 128 bits, that would be great, because I think every packet we would need would probably fit within that. Okay, it considers it a string. What is the 64 bit? Okay, I know we can do 64 bits. Wait, would I consider this a string? Oh yeah, I set that to a string. I think the max is the signed version. Yeah, so okay, that's the limit. I did see someone before though got 128 bits, I think. Okay. Up to 128 bits. That's cap. 64. Dot dot dot. Okay, anyways. Now here we can end the packet data with another number. So var.global dot, just kidding, var.global slash housebound packet dot arg1. Yeah. Housebound.packet.arg1. Set that to var dot player dot packet dot data and the binary of first 400 and then all the zeros up to the 64 bits that we did, which I think this is 6 times 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Oops. See, 64 bits would give us, oh, that's big. Hold on. 1 2 3 1 2 3 4 5 6 9 10. We could do like 10 60 bits. Just kidding. We need to do a lot of blocks if we do that. Let's just do 4 for now. And then the next arg, yeah, we don't need to L shift anything. It would be the most optimal way to do this. It could be just doing a set and a left and a right shift. Oh, hello. You spelled my name wrong. I think we do var.global slash housebound packet arg2 would be, and we could name these, but we would want them to be cleared in the set player team function. Because down here, after we read all the arguments, we just say call the function set player team on all players. Set player team on all players. And this would just have an if. We can name these for clarity. Slash. Or in our. Or we could just abstract it with meta HTSL. This is for the same project. Yeah, this is for the same project. I actually have it open right here in the background. Let me show you. Boom. I have it open here. I could show you. See, I have a GUI. Right now we're working on, we have it working so we can get data from the house to the bot, which is really easy because all it is just if any given player in the house wants to send data to the website or the backend or whatever, they would just set a personal stat or like a player stat and then set that to a global stat, and then the bot would read the global stat and then read into chat. And yeah, No, command blocks got banned in like 2022. What are you talking about? Yeah, and then the bot would send it to their chat, and then the bot would read their chat. It would send it to the chat using housing actions, and then read the chat, and then it would parse it based off of that. So that part's really easy, like going one way from house to bot. But going from bot to house is a lot more difficult. You could do commands, right? You could just say, make the bot run the command variable player set. And that's what LG did. And I think they actually got their bot banned for that. Because it was like doing Discord messages to housing through that method. And I think they got banned for doing that. But it wasn't because they're running commands, I think. It was because they were sending arbitrary Discord messages into... Oh, that's what you did for housing stocks? But you made it set it in chat. Oh yeah, it was the potty language. I think that sounds about right. Okay, my phone's on my charger, so I can't get it set up. So I'm just gonna read I'm gonna read the chat with my head tilted. Anyways. The method we're doing is this. We don't need that. Say you want to set the bits 49. We come here. We make the bot get 49 stone from the creative inventory, right? There we go, 49. And then, hold on, let me check if it's already set. Variable player set, I'm a doofus, buffer to 0. We're gonna come here on the pressure plate, boom. And then now let's list it. List surhex. We have buffer 49. So that's pretty simple. It's just if they have 32 items, just remove the 32 items and increase by 32 and then repeat it 32, 16, 8, 4, 2, 1. That's really easy to do. And we just do that we could just import 6 bits at a time like that. Maybe up to 7 if I'm about to find out if you can import 120, like a item stack with 127 items, and we'll get 7 bits. So we'll get either 6 or 7. That's crazy. Let me show you this in action. I'm gonna refresh that. Let me rejoin the house. Also, this already works. Anyone who just joins the house can do this. They can put in 7 or whatever code the bot gives them. They can link and they could open this and they could say keep above others. And they could go full screen and they could use it. Yeah. Boom. Cursor moving. Oh, you trust me? Thank you. And look, you can actually left and right click, so. Okay, right click, it seems to be working. Oh, left click is working. It's kind of iffy right now, because I only have, there's an error in chat that says all packet slots are full, because I only have 1 packet slot right now, which is like, because I just wanted the import to be fast, but later if I do with like 20 packet slots, there won't be any issues like that. But then I'm gonna unmute it. Wanna know what the fart button does? Pretty crazy. How the player moves the mouse. Let me show you the meta HTSL for it. So up here, we have create send location packet function, which just says change variable. Whenever we want any arbitrary player in the housing to send their location XYZ yawn pitch to the bot, we just do this. Player.packetID equals 4. Player.packet arg1 equals var.player/id. Player.packet arg2 equals x. Arg3 is y. Arg4 is z. Let me zoom in a bit. Oops, hold on. Arg5 is yaw and arg6 is pitch. And then we do send packet 1. we trigger a function, send packet 1, and then it goes to send packet 1, which is up here. And then send packet 1 does a loop. It basically looks like this. Oops. Sending packet with ID. If global var packet ID is 0, so it's not already being used, then set it with all the args up to 6 args right now. And yeah, it just does, yeah, you're right, exactly. It just does a chat message to the bot, and it does garbage collection. And then the bot, here's the chat message. The bot does read packet, only does it if it has the group sir hacks. This is every 4 ticks. And it just sends it, and it says packet, says the slot of it, the ID, and the data in the packet right there. And then on the back end, we have it so it reads it in packet protocol. So yeah, pretty neat. And then here's the protocol. It's really easy to build a packet. Here's the player location packet implements bot bound packet. Player ID XYZ yaw pitch, and then it builds it with data. It's just an array with numbers, which are extracted from the array, which I call data. And then it checks if they're all numbers, and if they're not, it does an error. And then you basically have an object with this data, which then gets passed to the handler, which is a really loaded function right now. It just handle packet, and then you could just check if it's instance of player location. I get the player ID, and then I have the player. I have on the back end the player object, which right now is just housing ID, their name, and these tracked values. And then it sends a message. It gets their session, whatever. If they have a session, that means they're linked. And then it sends a message to the website saying X, Y, and Z. And it also does raycasting on the back end for all the structures on the map. Raycast all structures.map. And if it hits any structures, it sends another message to the front end saying you're looking at these structures. And all the way on the front end, in WebSocket, we have a switch case for all of these. Player location, if we get that packet, we update the player, and we update the mouse position, which does the math for that housing to GUI position. It does the math, which is really simple. Basically looking all the way up. Yeah, the backend does the raycasting. Yeah, it's like, I will eventually want to do it with the house, because I want it so when they're holding the carrot on the stick, it does, in fact, it'll be really easy because it's all in one plane. It'll just show like a dropped item down there, like maybe like a red wool, or like a wool that's the color of their team. And it'll show them where they're looking at here, so they can match it up with everything. Oh, I'm still moving it. I could click fart as much as I want. It's not working though. I don't know why. I'll have to use the arrow, yeah. It's really cool so far. I'm thinking about adding a whole keyboard in this GUI. So like before the game starts, you can type in your team name, or like design a flag for it or something. I don't know. Also check what I did for the scoreboard. If you go in there and you leave, the scoreboard's really clean, because I probably won't even need anything on the scoreboard. It's all just going to be shown in the GUI. Like, it's going to look just like from the game Reign of Nether. No, not the game, the mod. The GUI I'm aiming for is something like this. Here, I know my camera's covering it, but something a little bit like this. Pretty neat. I'll have if you're like looking at an entity, it'll show them. Hopefully a 3D model. I'll try to get that. And it'll show their stats. It shows the like everything, all the slots, and it'll show all of your wheat, wood, ores, and your housing, like how many entities you can spawn on your team. So that's pretty neat. And I want to have a mini map. That would be so tough. A mini map, a voice chat, a soundboard, and this would be a peak house. But that's going to be so much to code. All in one GUI, and then it'll probably be a bit bigger GUI like this. And I'll just say like, put the GUI where you want, really. But probably like the top middle would be best. But then you can't click tab. So maybe like maybe I'll design it for the top left so it fits nicely. And it has the mini map and everything up there. And then if you hold the arrow, it does the cursor. It will be tough. But yeah, right now we gotta figure out how to make it so it sends data from bot to housing. And that's a lot more difficult. I feel like it's gonna be so hard to do the drop items too. I'll probably do that next stream. Yeah, having it on the website is clutch. And I think I found like the best domain name. I also have recommended settings right here. Set dynamic FOZ to 0 and view bombing to off. I think this domain name is clutch. It's kind of messed up right now because the house reset. Just give it a sec to load. Yeah. Housing.games looks legit in my opinion. I don't know what other people would think, but I think it looks legit. I could even put it on the scoreboard, but that's too sketchy for me. If Hypixel sees me removing www.hypixel.net and replacing it with housing.games, that's an instant ban right there. Okay. Let's cook this up. Where were we? Oh yeah, we're in here. Set housing bound packet arg2 to, I guess this would be, we'll meta HTSL code this. It would be packet.data and yeah, that's exactly what we need. Oh wait, except the last 3 bits there. Wait. No, first argument is the player's ID. Second argument is the player's team. Player ID is gonna be 5 bits. Player team is gonna be 1, 2, 3 bits, like that. That's not the same boundaries we did before. It's kind of sus. It's not the same boundaries up here as... Oh, I guess it would be... like that. Oh wait, no, because we left shifted it. Chat GPT generated this wrong. We want to split it up. We just don't want to split these, put dividers here at all. I mean, actually we could, but let's put hyphens to denote that differently. So first 5 bits is the player ID 0 to 31. Next 3 bits here is the player's team 0 to 7. Like that. Perfect. And the rest is just garbage. So set player team is true if var.global housing. What is? No, we don't need that. If packet.arg1 equals var.player / ID. Just kidding. If it not equals, we exit. And then down here we'll have nah, it's fine if we do equals. We don't need the extra code. Set player team. What is the HTSL for set player team? Anyone know? How do you do set player team in? I don't know. I'll just say like that. Set player team to. Oh, just kidding. We probably do want to do an exit. Exit. And then if they are indeed the right player, we just put a bunch of ifs. So if it's 0, set player team. Yeah, we could just have them. 0 could be none. And then we could have like 7 other teams. Red, blue, ... That looks good. And then we want to do, we could do garbage collection there. Or it'd be way more optimal, way less actions to do it. Yeah, way less actions imported if we just do the garbage collection here and just say unset var.global / h. And let's comment here and say garbage collection hb.player.packet.arg1. Just unset all the args. We'll have 4 for now. Okay. We're cooking here. I just accidentally muted. It's called meta HTSL. It's like meta programming. All up here. It's pretty neat because all I gotta do is like change one variable here, packet slot count instead of 1 slot. I would say like do 5 slots, and then it in our packet functions.htsl, all I gotta do is save that and then generate. Well, I have to actually say deno task dev, and then it generates it, and it just generates 5 more, and then that automatically goes to. If I start it's on Surhacks to import the HTSL. It automatically goes to my HTSL folder in the new HTSL. What is it called? HTSL Reborn, I think. I might want to get another account just so I can. Hold on. Visit I'm a doofus. Yeah, it automatically goes to my folder. All the updated code. Basically like coding HTSL using JavaScript. I know Jesse one time did something similar with Python. But let's write this in meta HTSL. We're actually ready, I think. So I'm gonna do housebound, say housebound HTSL. let's call this housebound HDSL function create housebound we could just call it packet handler or read packet. Wait, no, this runs every wait. Create, okay, whatever. Create housebound, read, packet, buffer function. And that will take in nothing. New housing, that creates a new housing function. Good. Okay, we want to say, we want to basically do this here, what we did on the action pad earlier. We'll say exactly what we did on the action pad, but with garbage collection afterwards. Well, I guess we'll clear it here. We'll say change variable player dot housebound packet buff packet.buff1. That's probably a better way to name it. Equals, I guess we could just unset it. That's probably a better way to do it. Okay, unset packet buff1, unset packet1, or excuse me. Let's put this in a nested function. Function add buffer read. Item ID number. Oh yeah, that's housing still hasn't added parameters to functions, but we basically have an equivalent. Okay, we want to unset packet buff with the item ID. And then say add buffer read for stone. Stone is ID 1, right? I think so. And then it goes into a conditional. And we have to require, oh, I don't have require item. Time to go to HTSL tutorial. How do you do an like an item in HTSL in the actual code? How do you say that? I swear Buster had a post on this. Housing Hypixel forums. That is literally my post. Oh, did it get deleted? Oh, you can't do it from the code. Okay. I'll try that. But you can still set, like, can you still Wait, will it code the item for me? Item save. Bro, unknown command. Goofy. File. Stone. Stone.nbt. Wait, I can reference it from the code, but I have to say like the path to it, I guess. Probably. See, what would it look like? Oh my days, my screen is red. What would it look like here if I said in the types? I guess it'd be nice to just find a tutorial for this. Or I could just look in the code. Actions. Wait, where would this even be? Oh, I'm guessing it's different in the newer. Give item action with the item export. Oh, that's genius. That I forgot they have exporting now. Whoever made exporting, they're very smart. I think it was Weekend. I think it was Weekend and Sinender. Wrong one. Has item 1 stone. Okay, let's try this. Uh-oh. Does it have to be in an NPC? I think my GUI was too big. Yeah. Hold on. I gotta change my GUI scale. I'll have to make a new file. Is there a way to do that in here? No. Export.html. This is a genius way to do it. Thanks for the tip. Let's see. Open in Chrome? That's a bad idea. Open with... How about open with this? Oh, it didn't even export anything. What is this? Oh, I didn't put the action in. Oops. No wonder it was so fast. No wonder it was instant. I was like, yo, that was fast. Let's see how it looks now. Reload. Oh, so I can inline it. That's really good, actually. ID, Minecraft Stone, metadata, anywhere, any amount. Okay, this is exactly what we need. I haven't implemented has item though. That's why I didn't even know how it worked. Where would that? I guess where would I put that? Condition schema. Okay, right here. Z.object. Inverted schema. Is it called required item? It's called has item, but I think in housing it's called... Oh. Interesting. Okay, has item. Item can just be string, it looks like. And let's see. Yeah. What to check. Default is the metadata. And then where to check. Wait, that's literally exactly what I need. But is this right? Hand, armor, hotbar, inventory, cursor, crafting grid, anywhere. Hand, armor, hotbar, inventory, cursor, crafting grid, anywhere. Yo, I think AI got trained on housing code. I'm not gonna lie. I think it might have got trained on housing code because it just auto generated that perfectly. Okay, now we got to go to export columns require. Just kidding. Has item equals condition item. What to check, where to check. Could probably put this in a type. That's fine for now. It's fine. Okay. Has item inverted false item what to check, where to check, and required amount. Okay, perfect. Let's give it some default values too. Oh wait, just kidding. I think it already will do default. I'm not gonna lie, I wrote this and now I don't understand it. So always write understandable code, you know? If I ever have errors with that, that's gonna suck. It's only on certain events. Cap. I guess I would have to put that in the validate if it's on the right event. But I won't do that right now. Okay, has item. Item ID is actually a string. I guess it would be item NBT, huh? And what was it again? It has like the weird backslashes. Do I need to double the backslash like that? I might need to. But no, I think that's good. I'm gonna check for metadata anywhere. Okay, I'm gonna make these default values though. Metadata. Can I do this? Yes. Cursor, crafting grid, anywhere equals anywhere. Required amount equals. Is that any? I think any's default. Okay, now here we can. Oh, we gotta put it in anyways because any is default. We need to make it equal or greater. Okay, if that's true, crafting grid. I don't even think, I think like they just put that because it was an option. I think you said recently something like you don't know why they added XOR. I think it's a similar situation as that. They just put it because it was really easy to add. Because I don't even think you could implement custom crafting if you wanted to. Okay, right here. For let I equals 0, I is less than or 6 bits. Conditional goes in this for loop. Oh wait, we can't do that. Hold on. I'll do it like this. Conditional goes in the for loop. The count is that's literally perfect. 1 shifted over I times ID, item ID, metadata anywhere equal or greater. 1 shifted over I times plus 1. If they have that, change variable, player housebound dot packet dot buffer buffer ID is a number. Buffer ID equals modulus is so useful because what is it like? You have to do like 3 actions or something every time you want to do modulus. Holy errors on my screen. Add buffer read for 0. What is the next basic block after stone? Is it diorite? I guess it doesn't matter. I could really use any block I want. It's granite. I'm just gonna use grass and dirt because I could use any block. Okay, adios. Grass block and buffer read 2 is dirt. And let's add a third one for cobblestone. Thank you, Jippity. I think I'm gonna put music. No, I'll keep the music off for now. All right. Oh, it's getting late. Oh, I got 4 freaking likes on my story. Yeah. Holy mackerel. Holy mother of pearl. Okay, change variable. All right, what do we want to change this to? We want to plus equals by wait. Actually, I'm gonna guess and just see if it's right. I wonder just plus equals by that plus 1. Const bit value equals that plus 1. We'll just replace bit value in there. Okay, and then we want to remove. Let's do this little shenanigan again. Want to remove action pad. Export. Where did that show up? Reload. Okay, remove item. Extra color. Great. Okay, it's literally just remove item with the item. Let's implement that real quick. We'll say export const remove item equals action item as a string. Item NBT. Let's change this as well. Item NBT. This is a nested function. This code here is actually buns. I have no idea. I guess it doesn't even work either. I'm getting errors. Okay, let's go to types. Hey, but it's really easy to add these, so at least that's good. But I really add a comment action object kind equals z dot literal remove item. Brilliant. Okay, we also want to implement that down here. In the case of remove item, yep, perfect. And in the case of has item, I think that's good. Except it's got to put in quotes. Same with here. Okay. So theoretically, if we just quickly do remove item with a count of bit value and item ID, this should be everything we need. Now we just do save as HDSL. Oh wait, just kidding. We gotta put the else right there. Okay. Save as HDSL. Housebound.read packet buffer HDSL. Let's see it. Oh. Like that. There we go. I think I messed up the nested function. Okay, there we go. No? Oh, we didn't return it. We gotta return it from here. And then we gotta nest this bad boy one forward. And we gotta nest this one forward as well. I think that's good. Okay, wait, now let's try running it. It says process failed, expected, comma, got Z. Oh, that's an easy fix. Just forgot to add a comma. One more failure. Uh-oh, this one seems a little bit more advanced. Invalid discriminated union option at index 1. See what that means. Oh, I said kind L right there. Oh, we already have has item. Oopsies. Oh, that's why it generated so nicely earlier. I already coded it in. String is too big. Okay, our variable is too long. what did we call it? hb.packet. Oh, we gotta make it shorter somehow. How many characters is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It shouldn't be too long. Where are we getting this error? From main. Oh, we're putting an item ID. We need to put in buffer ID. Duh. Okay. I think we're good. Just kidding. Item is not defined. Oh yeah. We changed it to item NBT. Right here. Item NBT. Expected string received undefined. Oh. I think, yeah, item, we gotta change it in here as well. Perfect. Perfect. It generated. Yo, this is insane. We got 5 lines of code that we just spent 15 minutes getting, when we could have just written this in like 3, probably even faster. Nah, but the real magic here is, oh. We just gotta say this. We just gotta nest this bad boy. Here's the real magic. If we nest this, I don't even know the right formatting for this. Like, how is this? This is so nested and ugly. But boom, that's literally our code. Looks like something broke there, but granted, we did just barely add it. See, it goes through here, item NBT, goes down here, goes to there, goes to here. That should be right. Yo, is there? Oh, my phone's finally charged, so I could set it up so I don't have to tilt my head every time I read the chat. Okay. It's not getting item NBT, so let's see what's the issue there. I think when we go see, where do we validate the Zod? Right here. Of course it's in the code that I don't understand. If and has item. Oh wait, that doesn't look right either. That's an easy fix. We just gotta put these in quotes. Oops. That's an easy fix. We just come down here. Has item. These just gotta be in quotes. I wonder though, is it gonna make us not capitalize these? I kind of want to check. Will this work if we came here and we said, if has item stone, check for inventory? Oh wait, what was it called? Will that work? Let's find out. Crafting grid. Okay, yeah, that's correct. And we'll say equal or greater as well. Let's put that in. Fingers crossed this imports correctly. Unexpected compound tag. That's cooked. Do I gotta remove those bad boys? If I do, oh, looks like I have a bug report to fill. Exporting doesn't always equal importing. But hey, let's see if that worked. Oh, no, I did it wrong. Crap. I accidentally clicked. Wait, I accidentally clicked. Yeah. Okay, you're headed. Alright, see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Oh, 9 a.m. sharp. That's cooked. Yeah, thanks for joining. Let's try this again. Let's import valid unquoted string. Okay, looks like we do need the backslashes. Export. No, that's not what I want. That's not what I want. Oh, that's so cooked. We want to import. Okay, so that worked. Has item stone, metadata, anywhere. Wait, no, that didn't work. It should be crafting grid, or equal or greater. I feel like that should have thrown an error, but it just didn't. Just went over it. Which means down here, wait, to string condition. Bro, what is my function naming? Let's say function has item to HTSL. This is so janky. Oh, wait. Oh no, we have that. That's correct. Okay. Wait, why am I making a function for this? Goofy, I could just not do that. But we will need to break. Oh, no, we won't. We're doing a return. Okay, we're going to say let HTSL equals has item with the item NBT. And then we say what to check. If what to check equals item type double check all cases are correct. Oh, that is going to be so bad to put. I should just check that now, but anywhere this is genuinely terrible code. Just kidding. That might actually not be the worst code. It is scalable? No. But am I ever going to need to change it? Also, probably no. Declaration in case it doesn't like that. Okay. We'll just put it here. Function as item key. Get has item genuinely trenches code. Genuinely. Condition. Put a condition in here and it returns a string. And we could have, yeah, okay, that's good. But let's just put a check for, this is what we were gonna do earlier. Again, really bad code. Crash program. Boom, it works. Okay. Oh, that just magically fixed it. I guess we found where the problem is, where this was like undefined. But that doesn't look correct. It needs like the backslashes. So let's add those bad boys in. I think that's in our main, right? We need to double backslash this up. Let's try that. Boom, that's good. And one more thing, we need to put them in quotes. Let's go back to here. And these actually are all in quotes. Okay, let's see how that looks. Oh, equal or greater. Was that what it was called? Any or equal or greater. Okay, I think that's good. Just kidding. Equal or greater. Let's run that bad boy again. It doesn't like that for some reason. Let's see, metadata, anywhere, equal or greater. It'd be nicer to just not have these capitalized. Just have them how they're written. And we wouldn't need to do all this converting between the strings, uppercase and lowercase and whatnot. Yeah, let's figure out why it doesn't like our little equal or greater thing. Because this should just say equal or greater, but not capitalized like that. In, I don't know what kind of casing that's called, but like, not camel casing, but you know. Map. Condition. Oh, it's just not being mapped. See, that's the issue with my ChatGPT generated code. Okay. Boom. This looks mostly correct, I will say. We do want to say here, if it's a count of 1, then we add 1 to the buffer and remove 1. And we also want this to be backwards. But I think the main I think we want to remove, because remember, if we have it import 1 stone, that's considered all zeros. So first, let's make it backwards. Go 6 to 1, 6 to 0. Let's see if that's good. Okay, it's 128. We actually need it to be 5 to 0. If they have a stack of blocks, that sets it to all 1s. If they have 1 block, that sets it to all 0s. If they have 32 blocks, that sets... Wait, no, if they have wait. Stack of blocks, all 1s. Yes. 63 blocks. I'll think about this real quick. 33 blocks would be the first one. I think. That's too big for my brain. I think the solution is to go like this. Oh, wait. We might need to put those in parentheses. Okay, I definitely messed something up. Shift it over. I times. Honestly, I think that might be correct. But if they have 1, we actually want to set it to 0. So bit value -1. I guess we can't unset hb.packet.buff every time before we read it, because we'd want to do that because we're going to be reading it over multiple times and then checking if they've all been read by checking if they're all not -1. So how would we do? We need a separate function called to refresh the packet, or clean hb.clean packet, or hb.garbage collect, I don't know. And then unset all of them. No, it wouldn't be unset. We'd set them all to 1. Yeah. I guess if that last bit, we do want it. Man, this is too confusing for me. The last bit. If they have only 1 stone, that should be all zeros. If they have 64 stones, oh wait, I think what I'm realizing is that's, hold on, let me think about this. I think importing, if we import 1 block, that'll set to all zeros. If we import 2 blocks, that'll set the last one to 1. If we import 3 blocks, that'll be 1 0, and so on. 1 1 1 1 0. So it's whatever it is plus 1. The issue is when we get to 64, we might not have enough. Wait, no, I think we will. Because 63 in binary is all the bits set to 1, which is exactly what we would need. So if we have 64, let's add 63 and then remove the 64. 32, add 30. But then 32. I think we might be able to do 7 bits. Oh, wait, no. No, I think no, we don't go up to 64. That's right. That's how we made it. Say 6 minus 1. So now it only goes up to 32. So if we have 32, add 31, remove 32. If we have 16, add 15. No, that's not right. Because that would set all the bits. Off by 1 errors confuse me so much. Okay, if we have 32, add 32. And then that would only set the first bit. Yes, that's correct. Same for 16, do this. For 8, do this. For 4, do this. For 2, do that. Finally, for 1, do that. But no, we want, if they have 1 block, I guess we want to be able to signify all zeros again. This would work if packet.buff0 was already set to 0 at the start, but then we wouldn't have a value for if it wasn't, for if it doesn't get written to, I think. We might need to set it to 0. And if we want to say the values are all 0 and something, just don't send the item in the buffer. But then we wouldn't know when it's completed. We could send 1. Yeah, then we wouldn't know when all the data is sent over, because the packets could send in any random order. There's a bunch of issues, like what if one packet just didn't get sent? I'm talking about the Minecraft packets. I guess that doesn't really happen. No, like what if, yeah. What if, like, for some reason it doesn't, I don't know, there's a bunch of weird edge cases. I feel like we might have to add some sort of timeout thing. And then an error eventually to say if the packet never gets sent. Anyways, we won't worry about that now, but we'll say var unset and go through all of those. Well, we could get 7 bits though if we use the stack. Or even if we use more than a stack. See, I think it only goes to 178. Actually, let's test that out right now. If has item let's bring this into here. Can we say 128? Can we try this? Export, import. Okay, 128 is just considered 1 stone, is what I just saw there. What about 127? Let's import this. Also 1 stone. Wait, what about 64? Is the count even work? What about like 40? Will that even work? Oh yeah, 40. Okay, 64 seems to be the max, I think. I don't even think it would work with negatives. I don't even want to think about that. Yeah, it wouldn't work with negatives, I don't think. Oops. Okay. We need a way for the bot to know when all of the blocks have been imported. But each individual packet is sent at a different time. So we don't really know. Like we could do a delay and then just send like another one. That might be optimal. That might be optimal if we just, in the code for the bot, we just sent another one that signaled that they're all complete. Like we made the bot do something, some boolean that signals that they're all fully sent. Or for it to like compile the packet, or compile all the buffers into a packet and then parse it. I'm just worried if we do like different timeouts like that, it could mess with. I just think if we're sending a lot of packets all in one, like within 1 second, and we're having little delays and stuff, they would overlap, and that would just cause issues with concurrent packets. Like with this system, I guess that could be an issue with this system too. Like if we made the bot, yeah, this might also have overlapping packets. I can't think of the words to articulate this, but like, I don't know, it's just confusing. It's an easy problem though to fix, I think. Okay, I think it's gonna be better to go with the full 64 stack. So if it sees a stack, so like 7 bits instead of 6, and then we could just send another one at the end that says, again, that would have a delay issue. So maybe we don't do that. I don't know. I don't even know. I guess could we send 0? A count of 0 items? That would probably also break things. But that would give us that one extra bit of information we need. What would a count of 0 look like? Oh, yeah, it just does. It just imports one stone. This is tricky. So I don't know if it got that right. It's too confusing, man. I'm just debating if I want to like send all the creative inventory slot packets for for stone, cobblestone, dirt, grass block, and then like have like a 200 millisecond delay or something, and then send something that says compile. Because if one of those was all zeros, yeah, if one of them was all zeros, then it just wouldn't send anything. No, I think we're not going to do it that way. Even though that might be able to get us to 7 bits per, I just feel weird about having a delay. I feel like, you know, I don't even know. We'll just have to use that last bit. I don't know, we could probably say something like if has item count is 64, metadata anywhere equal or greater. Oh no, we wouldn't be able to do it like that. We need a way to set it to 0, not because we can't do plus equals 0. Unless they were -1. Say +1 here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. Okay. This might be good. Yeah. If we did like this. I don't know, something like this. This is genuinely so confusing. It might be better if we just say and. Or no, if we or it. That might be more clear about what we're doing here. Say or equals. Because that would just be setting the bit, right? If we do or. Yeah. Setting the bits, essentially. I think adding is the same as doing or. Wait. Is or. Wouldn't or equals just do the same as plus? Oh wait, no, it wouldn't. I'm dumb. Why am I even saying that? Bro, I can't believe I just said that. That's crazy. Or equals would not do the same as plus equals. That's crazy. If we want a count of 1, then we want to say or 1. Or an idea. Count bit value plus 1. Yes. But then, if count is 1, I feel like there's a more optimal way to do this, you know? If count is 1, then we just set the whole, then that's the flag for they're all zeros. To which then we'll just set it to 0. The reason we have to go down to 1 is if we did. Oh no, we could just use 64 at the start. Yeah, we could just do that, I think. What do we ask ChatGPT? I have a series of numbers given 1 to 64, and I want to write, and they make up a because 1 to 64 is only wait, 1 to 64 is 64 states. So we should be able to do 6 bits using 64. Alright, I don't think I need to ask GPT then. I think I can figure this out. I'm not that dumb. I'm pretty dumb, but I'm not that dumb. Let me just have it generate not in the for loop. Before it, a conditional. It would say if there's 64 of the items, then we just set it, that bad boy, to 0. $64 means 0. And we just remove all 64. And then at that point, we check the next 32. Yeah, it's a shame because I feel like 64 items gets us so close to getting 7 bits, but not quite there because it's only 1 bit to say if it's all zeros. Kind of. If we're gonna do it this way, I don't know. It's probably not the best way to do it, but whatever. Yeah, let's see if that works though. Gotta make sure to add it though. And reminder, this is gonna be running every tick. So the second thing we need to do is either put a check in all of these conditionals if it already got written to, or we could just do not have an unset every time here, and then we could just unset it after, which seems like the better way to do it. Create HB flush packet buffer, and we literally just unset the variables for all of them. Yes. I think we're just gonna do it like that though. Let me delete these. So read packet buffer. If it has a 0, then that just, or no, if it has 64, that just means it's 0. Otherwise, it reads the 6 bits. And then this happens every 4 ticks. And it does it for all of the bits, for all of the buffers, for all of the 4 buffers. So then after every time we read them, we want to check, and we want to check them, and if they've all been set, we want to parse them and then flush them. Okay, I can't believe that this took so long to figure out. That this wasn't annoying, but my brain is just not optimal right now. It's been a while since I coded. Anyways. Buffer item IDs. Add buffer read, and then we also want a let buffer full condition equals a new conditional buffer full. Can I even do that? We gotta say make it an array, and then down here we gotta say push, and then down here we say add a conditional with the conditions match any is false if it's full. Let's just add a debug message. Just kidding. Well, for now. Issue is we have a debug flag in our global variables, and we want to be able to use that. Okay. Buffer full conditions. Okay, how do we check if a variable is set again? Probably just fallback value, -1. If they're all not -1. Oops. Yeah. We're in an action pad that's not even in the world. That's crazy. What happens if we add actions to it? I feel like this should break things. Okay, I feel like that shouldn't have worked anyways. Basically, we'll just say if it's not equal to -1, using the default value of -1. So if they're all not equal to -1, packet buffer full, ready to read packet. Trigger function. We will need to flush it in a second. Before that, we need to like combine the packet buffer into one. Build packet data from buffer. And we'll make sure to, I'm just going to scaffold this method real quick. Yes. Okay, then we basically do what we did right here. Perfect. We gotta make sure we get the else condition, which is nothing. Okay. So right here, build packet data function. I guess on the bot, it would never, we're doing this every 4 ticks. I don't think the bot would ever know when the, oh no, we could send a chat message saying that that it got flushed and it's ready for a new one. So we could have multiple of these functions. That's just way more abstractions and confusion for me, but we'd probably be able to get like a solid, I don't know, like a lot of bits coming in. At least, if we could do at least 10, yeah, we'll be able to do at least 10 every 4 ticks, I think. 10 items, that is, which corresponds to 60 bits every 4 ticks, maybe, depending on if it really does get flushed that fast. Which I think housing will flush it that fast. So 60 bits per 4 ticks gives a solid 300 bits per second, which is a lot better than our earlier prediction. And then we could do another, say, you could just run a function like this every tick, even, to get better latency. And that would bring us all the way down to, that would bring us all the way up to like a kilobyte, or wait, no, not a kilobyte, a kilobit per second in housing, to about 200, wait, no, that'd be about 125 bytes per second. So that's pretty solid. Assuming housing allows us to do that many import creative slot packets, which might get banned if we do too many. I think we'll be good. But hopefully we can get like at least a couple hundred bits per second, because that would allow us to have a pretty good latency and volume of just overall not have any lag in the game, I think, for the most part. And we could like TP the player to arbitrary positions and stuff like that. So that'll be nice. Okay. Anyways, let's crack our knuckles. Start working on this function. Make sure to return it. Okay, so what we wanted to do is we wanted to do an var player.hb.packet.id. Basically, and it with the next 4 bits. Housing bound packet ID and equals with OB11100 dot to string. Uh-oh. Expression expected. Oh, we're down here again. I forgot. I was talking for so long that I messed that up. Okay, build packet data function. All right, let's see how that looks. Oh, we're getting undefines again. Let's fix that real quick. Oh, because I just generated that code without thinking about it. Oopsies. Rookie error. Rookie mistake. Gotta check every symbol of code that Copilot generates. Anyways, come here and say, oh no, we're in the wrong function. Oh yeah, we're gonna check how it looked. Okay, no more undefined. If they're all not -1, that means the buffer is full, ready to read packet. Run the function build packet data, then flush it, which we should probably actually inline this, because that's only these. Oh, that'd be so nice if we made a utility to just let us inline stuff. If like we had a flag that just said, we called it inline, and we could, when we make the final house, we could have like a minimal amount of code. I could probably code that in later, but it's not worth it right now on stream. I know some people in housing have done exactly that, but they're way too smart for what I'm doing here. Okay. Yeah, we don't need inline it just yet. So, oh yeah, 60. I think that's correct. Let's check. 60 in binary. 60 in binary is, yeah, the first 4 bits. Brilliant. And then we don't have to shift it, but it would make, for running this every 4 ticks, what am I saying? This is only on one player every 4 ticks, so it shouldn't be a performance issue if we shift it. So let's say change variable HB packet ID, shift that bad boy over by 2. I think we have to say toString on these. Or we could just say 2. Okay. Now what's next? Now we move on to here, which we begin writing the packet data by doing left shifts, by doing AND operations and left shifts. So let's do that. HP packet data, good, good, left shift, HP packet data, oh, wait. I'm thinking about this wrong. We need to set, first we need to set packet ID to the first buffer, or the 0th buffer. And then we need to set, and we need to do that for packet data as well. 0th buffer, and it, shift it over 6. And then OR it, and then repeat that process. But this should all be in a loop. So for buffer item IDs, when you're bringing that down here. For let I equals 0 and buffer item ID's length. Just kidding. Well. Okay, wait, this one's a little bit unique. So let's see. Or equals with HP dot packet dot buffer. I actually want to replace these all to not that, just lowercase them, because housing doesn't have uppercase in their variable names. Kind of weird. Anyways, that looks good to me. I think everything is ready. Just kidding. Build packet data. Well, at least going from the bot to packet ID with the data after it. And we should get 6 times 4 minus 2 bits, so 22 bits. Wait, no. Minus 4. So 22, so 20 bits. 20 bits, not bad. That would get us pretty good for now. Alright, there's no way this works first try, but let me just delete the old one. Let's read through it. Housebound packet buffer functions. Delete it again. All right, let's go through this. Read packet buffer. Yep. Does the stone. Sets the bits on the stone. Sets the bits in the grass. Sets the bits in the dirt. Sets the bits in the cobblestone. And then if they're all set, build packet data. And let's see how this looks. So get the ID from the first 4 bits of the first buffer. Move it over. We technically don't need to do this, but for convenience. Get the data from the first one and it with the last 2 bits. Shift it, or it, shift it, or it, shift it, or it, shift it, or it. Okay. I think that's good, and then we just end up flushing it, and we have default -1s there. So we could test this right now, or I could actually, no, let's just test this right now. And let's put in random values and everything, but yeah, let's test this. Let's go to functions. HB. I'm just gonna do that. I think I can delete a few of these. Yeah. HB packet buffer functions. This is what we want. I'm gonna import it, but I might go off. I'm just gonna check if it's good for a second, and then I'm gonna go off stream for a sec. I'm gonna be right back, alright? BRB. It's probably gonna error out, but BRB. Okay. Oh, I'm back for a second. Alright, my import canceled, but I think I'm gonna end the stream here. No one's watching, I don't think. Yeah, no one's watching, so I'm gonna go do something. Sorry if anyone's watching the VOD. I'm gonna private it anyways, because I always end up leaking stuff, but I'm gonna end the stream here because I wanna go do some stuff. But I'm gonna finish this off later when I finish doing my things. But I think what we did so far was semi-productive. I think this system will work. Mathematically checks out in my brain, but we'll see. Thank you for tuning in.